Hello. My name is Parker, and welcome back to, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. If you haven't before, please go check out the previous videos for this event as we are on day 6. This is a month-long event called Echoes of the Past October, and it is run by Typically Untypical. If you haven't gotten the chance to go check them out, please go do so now. Today's prompt is, when you have so much faith in something, it's bound to hurt you. Too much faith in anything will suck you dry. In this way, all the world is a vampire. Poppy Z. Bright. And today's story is called Faith Fails. There are some minor trigger warnings in this story, so please go check that description. And without further ado, this is Faith Fails by none other than me. Patton was a man of trust, faith, and kindness. Everywhere he went, he did his best to show that off. However, he also knew that sometimes he held too much faith in the world and people around him. He had had enough of those lectures from Logan to know that. 90% of the time, Patton tried to ignore Logan's negative way of life and be supportive of him anyway, but he did make that hard on him. Virgil walked up easily. He was slightly shaking and carrying something wrapped in his arms. As he noticed him, his train of thought snapped away. Patton plastered a grin on his face and watched him closely. "Hey, Pat, I need to talk to you about something," Virgil mumbled as he sat in front of him. Patton nodded his head tiredly, as though he had barely been paying attention. Virgil didn't even seem to notice. "Well, go on, kiddo. What is it?" Patton asked, keeping his voice as soft and airy as it had always been. Virgil looked at him with sparkling eyes before opening his arms to reveal a very tiny kitten in them. Patton couldn't help but coo at the little creature, but when he reached out to pet it, Virgil moved away. "You can't touch her. You're allergic, Pat," Virgil reminded with a soft, shaking laugh. Patton gave a small, sad squeak as a protest, but sat back. "So?" he questioned. Virgil smiled slightly before he glanced back down at the kitten and dropped entirely. "I was given her this morning. Her mom wouldn't take care of her," Virgil started, sounding as though he didn't trust his own voice. Patton nodded softly, as if he spoke, he would break the fragile thought process that Virgil was running on. "It had happened in the past. And, well, I don't think I can take care of her," Virgil grumbled at Patton in false irritation. Patton sighed. He was tired, but Virgil really needed him to reassure him that he could handle it. Patton smiled and nodded his reassurance quickly. "You can do it, kiddo. You're so responsible, and honestly, I think you're ready for it," he exclaimed, even though his voice felt like it was syrup as it dripped from his lips. He felt like he should be gasping for air, but instead he held his breath. He meant what he had said, but he felt as though he hadn't. Virgil smiled and nodded, walking away with a mumble about something to do with the kitten. Patton sighed, slumping down in his chair as he exhaled, gasping for air. He inhaled harshly, but no matter how much he pulled in it wasn't enough, and his ears rang. He clutched his neck and fell to the floor, still heaving for air. I do hope you guys have enjoyed today's story. It is a little sadder than what we're used to, but all good things come to an end. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.